Welcome to the Be Happy Now show. Flex your soul connection muscle and be your inner guide to fulfillment and purpose. I'm Claudia-Sam. If you know that you're here for a bigger reason, this is the place to be. Together, we ditch the self-care guilt and quit the go with less fear and more trust. Tune in to living life in alignment with your full potential. The Be Happy Now show starts now. Happy New Year. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. Like every day we could celebrate the newness, right? Every time the sun rises, and now we're just flipping a page of the calendar and it's so exciting. Happy New Year. Thank you for being here. Wow. I wanted to offer you a few coaching questions to start the year so that you can tune into what kind of support do you want moving forward? Coaching, specifically, what would coaching support at its ultimate best peak for you? What would that look like? Whether we work together or you work within another community, what matters to me is that you are choosing the support from an empowered place that has you feeling like you're supporting your higher self and you're being in alignment with your purpose. If you don't know, there's a few changes within my community, meaning that you get to be supported at a deeper level in the wholeness of who you are. And I'm not keeping the lessons of A Course in Miracles, so our soul calls, I'm not keeping those only for the client's part of Align. I'm offering them to more of my community. So I want you to know about that. So very quickly, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I'm gifting $500 of coaching for every new member of the Soul Connector Circle for the first quarter of 2024. So the Soul Connector Circle, imagine it's a place where you get to be held accountable to keep accessing your soul self daily. Now, this isn't a thing where you fall behind if you're not connecting with your soul every day. Rather, it's an invitation to remind you of your worth, to motivate you to align with what is really important to you. The Soul Connector Circle is where you flex that soul connection muscle in an environment where you are seen and heard for the wholeness that you are. So in the Soul Connector Circle, you receive daily pocket coaching with insights, meditations, personalized support, because guess what? Every member of the Soul Connector Circle gets to fill out a success and alignment tracker whenever you want so that I can create those personal pocket coaching messages just for you. So it might just be that you open your phone in the morning, you turn it on, and the message is actually meant for you, answering the question about where you're at on your growth journey and what you're working through and what you want to evolve into. And so within the Soul Connector Circle, you're really getting personalized support. And every month you get to set intentions and align your energy with your vision. There is so much juicy growth happening inside there. So I would love to extend the invitation to you to join us within the Soul Connector Circle for the first 3 months of the year. And by joining for the first 3 months of the year, you get $500 for free of coaching. This is a gift from me to you. So you're getting $1,400 worth of coaching US for $900. So go ahead and go to Claudia-Sam. Actually, go to soulconnectorcircle.com and grab your spot right now. Ooh, I'm so excited to see you there. Okay. The questions for you to answer, for you to tune into what support would look like. So if you're like, okay, well, I want to come into the Soul Connector Circle, but I really want to tune in. Maybe there's another option. Maybe you get to join the tune in journey, or maybe there's another container you've been eyeing and you want to have like the confirmation if that's for you. So I have a few questions here. And so grab your journal, grab a pen. You're welcome to also do this, in your head. It would just be really useful if you sat with the questions and let yourself answer them especially now that you're watching or you're listening to a recording, you can pause and give yourself time to answer the question. So I'm not going to pause myself because this isn't a live recording. And I want to give you the space to take the time that you need. Let's first start with the first question. When you think about reaching your goals, what's one habit or pattern that often has you lose sight of them? When you think of reaching your goals, what's one thing, one habit, one pattern that often has you forget them or just stop your commitment altogether? This could be that, well, other cool things come in the way, like the shiny object syndrome. And well, you start with something and then you get distracted and something else happens. Maybe it's just distraction. Maybe it's social media. Maybe it's demands from your kids. Maybe it's projects at work that keep piling on your desk. Second question. What might be scary about prioritizing and reaching your goals? What might be scary about prioritizing and reaching your goals? Maybe it's like, well, I don't know what to do with more money. I've never really handled more money. So technically, subconsciously, I'm not going to ask for more money or I don't believe I can get more money because I don't know how to handle it. Or what might be scary about reaching a new level of connection with your intuition is that you're going to have to make decisions that are scary. So it's scary to make scary decisions. Maybe you're foreseeing or you're already jumping in the future. You're assuming that the decisions will ruin relationships. P.S. That's not how it happens, but this might be the story in your mind. So the third question is, what would be possible if you had someone to hold you accountable when the answer to your first question is about to happen and when the answer to the second question holds you back? What would be possible if you had someone to hold you accountable through this? P.S. Like if you're multitasking and you're doing other things, you might notice that you're answering these questions from a surface level, from a very mind, evidence-based, what do I have the proof of way? So you might only answer from what your human knows is true. But let's take a step back and really have you answer these questions from your soul self, from the part of you who knows you're here for a bigger reason. Have the part of you who is ready for alignment, for fulfillment, for joy, for happiness, for not getting knocked off track, for feeling like you rock. Let that part of you answer the questions. That's your empowered self. Okay. Fourth question. What is the experience of life you want to have over the next 6 to 12 months? What's the experience of life you want to have over the next 6 to 12 months? Now, the experience of life is, how do you want to feel? How do you want your body to look? What's the feelings that you want your body to have? I'm sure it's not a headache or allergies or a sinus infection, right? You probably want to experience freedom and health and optimal energy. Maybe the experience you want to have is like you belong at work and you're having meaningful conversations. Maybe the experience is that you want to believe in yourself and you want to trust your ability to live that life. Maybe you want to have more self-love and make time for self-care. Feel like self-care is not another chore, but it's actually part of who you are and how you're showing up in the world. What's the experience with your boundaries that you want to have? Do you want to make decisions from a place that lights you up or from a place of obligation? Do you want to be busy and hustle and go, go, go? Or do you want to learn to slow down and reset and relax and honor your intuition? So the question was, what is the experience of life you want to have over the next 6 to 12 months? Feel free to pause between each question, okay? Next question. What has worked for you in the past in regards to coaching support? So if you've never had coaching before, why? What is coaching to you? Are you willing to discover what coaching is? If you're curious, there is an episode of the Be Happy Now show called How to Choose the Right Coach for You. If ever you've been skeptical or if ever you just don't know what coaching is, then I talk a little bit about that. It is the episode of April 1st, 2022. How to Choose the Right Coach for You, April 1st, 2022. So that could be a great reference to go. So we were at question 5, what has worked for you in the past in regards to coaching support, meaning like, how did you like to be supported? Did you enjoy when your coach reached out to you? And did you enjoy receiving email reminders? Did you enjoy the group coaching calls where you could learn from other people in the community? What was it that worked for you in terms of coaching support or other types of support that you've gotten before? And or you can answer the question like, what is coaching in your mind? What do you think? What have you made coaching mean up until now? Question 6, what do you want more of in your coaching support? If you've never had coaching before, then this is like your magic wand. How would you want coaching to look like? If you've had coaching before, what would you want more of? This looks like, what are feelings you want to experience in the coaching relationship? You want to be heard. You want to be seen. You want to be, you want to have collaboration. You want to have a friendship. Like, what is it that you want? What's the feelings you want to experience? What do you want more of in your coaching relationship? It can also be like, what are ways of being supported? Is it like face-to-face? Is it through phone call so you don't have to look at your screen? Is it virtual so you can be anywhere and, go from one meeting to the next and it feels like you can still get that support for you? What kind of topics do you want to explore? What other topics do you want your coaching experience to be like? And what areas of life do you want to work on? Do you want to get curious about? So that was question number 6. What do you want more of? Question number 7. What do you want less of? Why? What do you want less of and why? And before you hit pause, this question is meant to really help you feel empowered that you can choose what your coaching support looks like. And there may be containers where, for example, within my community, we use Telegram. Telegram is the hub where we get to go to receive the Soul Connector Circle's daily pocket coaching. That's where you get to receive your group or one-on-one support in between coaching calls. Why do I use Telegram? Because 1, it's a low data app. 2, it's nowhere near other social media platforms, so you're not getting distracted by social media. 3, it's distinct. Most people have Telegram just for coaching. They don't have it for anything else, so it can be really the place they go to for coaching. And you get to choose that. Please don't let a platform be the no-no for you, because then it's just like the mind limiting you to what's really underneath that. Like, why, for example, if you're like, I don't want to use Telegram, why? What's this really about? It could be that actually you're not ready to hold yourself accountable and worthy to access and get curious about your spiritual self. And that's okay. But my request is that you don't utilize the I don't like that as a way to bypass what your soul wants for you. So in this question, what do you want less of? Maybe instead of being one-on-one, you want to be in a group. Maybe instead of being in a group, you want to be one-on-one. That's what I'm thinking about wanting to be less of. Okay. It could be other areas as well. Like maybe you don't want business coaching and you want more emotional empowerment coaching, or you want more of the soul connection so that you can dance with ego and soul and have the emotions be a part of it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Question 8. Are you answering these questions from your empowered self or your disempowered self? Kind of touches on what I just said, right? Are you answering these questions from your empowered self or from your disempowered self? Take a moment to really breathe with that one. Because it could be that you're like, oh, okay, it wasn't my most empowered self. Maybe I'm in a little cranky mode. Maybe I'm feeling triggered. Maybe I'll just put those questions to the side and come back to them later. Okay, last question. Ready? Are you willing to hold yourself worthy enough to be supported and reach your desired life experience? Are you willing to hold yourself worthy enough of being supported and let yourself get out of your comfort zone for your highest good, reaching your goals, living that most desired life right now that's accessible for you? And P.S., if you're like, not fully, is there a part of you that wants to work on feeling worthy? Or are you just not ready? And that's okay. If you're ready, but you're kind of scared, that's okay too. I'm here for you. If you want to explore that, I would love to chat with you. Just go to claudiasamsoulcoaching.com/audit and let's book a call. Let's just get, like, if you've answered these questions and you're like, yes, I'm willing to hold myself worthy. I want to explore, like, whether it's me or someone else, this possibilities chat can help me get to know a little bit more about what you're going through, what you're wanting. Feel free to share these answers with me when you book your call so that then I have a bunch of coaches, friends who I could refer you to if ever that's the case. And if we're meant to work together, then we'll work together. I am celebrating you for being here. Congratulations. These are the celebration sticks for even going through these questions and get curious about what's the type of support and what areas do you want to work on? What are things that could get in your way? Because this is one of the first steps into creating change in your life and no longer being the victim of what's not working and finally choosing what is working. I see you. I honor you. And P.S., we're doing the intention setting mini retreat this month. I am so excited to invite you to that because this is going to be like the jumping board. Is that what it's called at the pool? The springboard to manifesting that soul alignment, getting the support that you want, personalizing your experience so that tuning in and flexing your soul connection muscle can really be something for you, something that works for you and that has you feeling like it's tailored to you because you get to have that. So there's two things I'm inviting you to. One is to join us in the Soul Connector Circle for the first 3 months so that you can receive your $500 for free of one-on-one coaching with me. So you're getting, oh my gosh, for $1,400 worth of coaching for $900 US. So if you go to soulconnectorcircle.com, you can find more information there. And then if you want to book a call and have us go through the answers that you wrote and you want to explore more of what is a personalized experience for you, then just go to claudiasamsoulcoaching.com/audit. I'm giving you so many options so that you can choose. And then make sure to look in the show notes for any information about our intention setting mini retreat. But stay tuned. More information is coming your way. Thank you for being here. Feel free to share this episode or any episode that you like with your friends so that they can also benefit with dipping their toes in the pool of soul connection coaching with me, Claudia-Sam. Okay. Have a great night, day, morning. Bye.
You've been listening to the Be Happy Now show with me, Claudia-Sam. Flex your soul connection muscle and be your inner guide to fulfillment and purpose. You are worthy of being you and of connecting to what stops you from living the life you are meant to live. Access more soul connection coaching at claudiasamcoaching.com.